It's good to be back.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't streamed in, what, 3 weeks?
A minute, yeah.
Give or take.
I think I'm streaming? I don't know. It looks
Which
like I'm
says
streaming.
yes.
Yeah, Twitch says yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yo.
I'm gonna just turn on text-to-speech for anyone who types in chat.
I got
I'm
an
begging you
Applebee's
to.
ad.
That would be
In the
so
middle,
bad.
in the middle of an intense,
I got an Orlando resort ad.
in the middle of an intense combat slash social class slash lore moment of the game, then text to chat just screams something stupid like
Egg, 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 egg.
yes, egg, chat, egg.
This is
egg
why
on,
I'm not
egg,
doing
chat,
that.
Egg, chat, egg,
No,
chat.
you need to.
You know what would be
I've
really
thought
fun?
about it before.
If we incorporated a twist mechanic.
Yeah.
So someone redeems and then you just pick from like a big table of twists.
That'd be kind of cool.
Lionel has a heart attack
Lionel dies again.
of natural causes
Wait,
this time.
portal to the fate opens up.
He died because he forgot how to eat food. We found him outside trying to suck on a lemon. It was still on the tree.
Twist. The entire party must now play Twister.
We all
How?
start sprinting to Midas's
What do you
apartment.
mean how? It's not that hard of a game.
Josh,
Just full
sorry.
sprint.
Well, listen, we are all at least 2 feet apart. We can't play Twister.
At
What do you
least
mean?
2 Half
What
of
do you
us
mean?
are
We can play
across the
Twister. It's
street.
not that hard.
At least 2 feet apart.
Who said you can't play Twister if you're more than 2 feet apart?
It's
God.
just nothing but deck saves.
No,
That's
look,
all
It
that
looks
makes-
like I'm the only person lurking the stream right now.
Incorrect.
Literally lurking the street. Wait.
It says 1 viewer.
Yeah, it says 1 viewer on my end too.
It's,
Wait,
How could you?
it's-
I'm
so
not watching
inaccurate.
the right stream.
Who are you watching instead of me? What the frick?
Wait, I am watching the right stream.
Instead of
Wait, Twitch just did something really weird.
She's cheating on me?
Wife, this has
oh
failed.
my gosh.
life, just how could you? Did you
Same.
find another DM?
I've made a
I don't-
small mistake. I turned out the light, but now I cannot see.
I don't know what just happened because I clicked on the live and then I looked down and I look back up and it's playing an old video like last week's or something, maybe even like a few weeks ago. And I was like, I don't know how I did that. So I went and all I did was click back on the Midas Games is live just so I could go back and click on the right one. And all I did was click that and it brought me back, like straight back
It's
to the live.
it's probably because you clicked on it before I started streaming, so it brought you back to a recent video.
I
No,
forgot
because
that
I
my
was already
picture on
watching.
Roll20 was Nihal. The Nihal meme.
Wait, what?
My picture on Roll20 is the Nihal meme.
Oh,
I miss
New
Guy and
challenge.
Dude.
Play a character that isn't an anthropomorphic animal.
You can't make me.
challenge
Except
failed.
for when you do Creeping Dread, because then I'm an elf.
Wow, it's almost like he's making you.
He
I
didn't
wasn't gonna
make
point
me,
it out.
I just
Oh.
chose to. Guess who's about to make a whole new storyline for Creeping Dread? Just to
I
piss
didn't.
you off. It's gonna be like the first rolls of the game, and I'm gonna be like, I kill myself.
My character falls and rocks fall on top of him and he dies. So now I have.
Dagger across the throat. Anyways, I set my new character sheet on the table.
I can't see anything with the light off, so I'm gonna play with the light on, even though I prefer not to. Okay, everyone roll a d20.
I forgot
Want
about this
to.
part.
15.
Don't worry. So long as I don't roll low, we'll
I think-
probably
wasn't
actually
it
get
me
a
last time?
recap.
I don't remember.
No clue.
I'm almost certain it was me, which means I'd get advantage because I think I got it 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I'm fine with
18.
that.
Oh yeah, suck it, boys.
Stella, would you roll?
I haven't rolled yet.
Well, roll.
My lizard's
Well,
away.
I haven't rolled yet because I've got to pull my character sheet. I'm going.
Cringe.
Oh, Bun, you'll never guess what I rolled with advantage.
What'd you
That
roll?
one.
18.
You rolled a nat 1?
Nice.
No, I
Oh.
was saying it. I rolled a 4.
Oh.
I was guessing at his 1. I rolled a 4. No,
Everyone
That's
insult
bad.
Wolf quickly.
that's bad.
Okay, I'm gonna go AFK for
lower.
a second because I remembered I didn't have my camera on and that I don't have my mask on, and apparently I don't know how to put a mask on.
Can confirm, I've watched him try.
Interesting.
They get stuck in the holes. It's like when you leave a rabbit unsupervised with literally anything, and like somehow you turn around and when you come back, all 4 legs are jammed into one little hole and they're just completely stuck.
Little. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, good. You can hear me. You're just ignoring me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, hello,
Oh,
Angel
that's
Fire.
fine.
Where's this earring thing you're talking about?
Hello, Angel Fire.
Howdy,
2004.
Angel Fire. Yeah.
I wonder what this mysterious number behind your name is related to.
Your
The
mom.
world will never know.
The bite of 2004, clearly.
Ah!
The bite of 04.
Yes, the bite of 04.
Oh, no.
You brought this one yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Partial.
That I did.
He's getting flashbacks of just straight up chomping a kid in the playground.
I was
But they have a good question. Is it the bite of 04 with an I or a Y?
Yes.
Alright.
yes.
B-I-Y-T-E.
Yes, yes it is.
Good
You
to
and your
know.
fancy terminology.
It's not that fancy.
You listen here, whippersnapper.
I'm younger than you.
That's
What?
why. You don't call somebody older than you, whippersnapper.
Idiot.
Huh?
Idiot.
You just
I've
hear you
always-
screaming. "Idiot."
I've
Yeah,
always
I'm so
associated the
confused.
term whippersnapper with old people because no one else means it when they say it, and my brain was like, obviously. It
Did you
means
think
the
it
same
meant
thing.
old people?
I don't think I thought.
No, old people use it, but it's a young
No, I
person
know, but
term.
that's what I'm saying is I think I was like, oh yeah, it's only used in relation to old people because only old people say it. So it must mean old people.
Interesting.
Thanks. Also, what level are we?
7?
Okay, good. Because a lot of the time when we level up, I just forget about it, so I have to check in and make sure.
Yeah.
I like that you're honest, at least.
Oh yeah. In this economy?
I'm a seal on the side of Flip that is known as the side of Flip
Wolf, I say hi.
colloquially known as the flip side. What?
He's leaving.
I was
What stroke did I just have?
I'm gonna see y'all on the side of the flip that is known as the side of the flip, colloquially known as the flip side. You
flipping it
you
up,
repeated
boys.
the first part by accident, is what happened.
Also, does anyone remember anything at all about last session? Because I do not.
Vaguely.
I sure don't.
Yeah, got the
I
poo
mean,
brain.
literally
What do you
nothing.
mean you sure don't?
Okay. I rolled really bad, so I'm assuming that I have to do the intro. Also,
Hell yeah.
did Wolf go AFK?
Probably.
Gosh,
Got a
dang it!
fake dog.
Gotta take
I
care of the
think
fake
that
dog.
I think that he's at the computer. I think he's just indisposed at the moment. Also, how dare you insult me like that in my own home?
Did you?
Angel,
Oh, I didn't see it.
they're being a meanie.
Oh, yeah.
Mr.
Ark is
Owlman?
Koala.
I know.
That's Mrs. Owl Lady to you.
Mr. Mrs. Owl Lady.
Mr. and Mrs. Owl. That's all.
Yeah.
It's a lady.
We all
She's
just have
got
cloacas
manners.
in the end, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Maybe you and all of the women you sleep with, but not all of us. We scared Angel Fire off.
I'ma just head out.
The reference is, God, what was... Who did Zavala hook up with? She was like a dragon lady or a lizard lady?
The Dragonborn.
Okay. Yeah. Horse.
Whose horse is that? We can probably roll intro and do recap without Wolf.
Yeah,
Did
probably.
you roll?
I rolled a nat 1, so yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Because Wolf rolled a 4.
Mm-hmm. I'm also trying to figure out exactly what kind of side mission I'm doing for tonight, because I know that I'm giving you the option of doing. You don't have to do anything, but I was going to give an option of something, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is.
I like how Wolf left the call entirely instead of just like turning the cam off.
I think it.
Well, left on the video call.
Oh no, he's still in the call. He just has his camera off, and when you have your camera off, then you don't show up anymore. Hello, Wolf. You're back. Okay,
Hi.
I'm gonna run the intro, and then I guess
Sister
I'll
got
do
home
thing.
from a thing, and I was going and saying hey.
Where is the button? There it is. Hello. So, last we left off, you all finished up your job in Taylor Break, the dwarvish city to the north, got paid worth 250 gold worth of diamonds, which was more than what you needed for or that put you over top of what you needed for your goal of reviving your dead friend. So you went back to
Right.
Capital City, cast Revivify on him, before discovering that he got the poo brain, and there was some spell cast on him with a big like sigil on his back that seems to have left him
incapacitated.
yeah.
Stupid.
Stupid, yeah. Upon realizing this, you all were trying to figure out what happened, who could have done this, but also kind of start to slow down for a minute because you've been on a timer this whole time. So you're finally done with the timer. You're not in a rush to do anything at this current moment. And so you took a week to take a long rest. Kind of just chill at your apiary. And that is where we pick up today, if I'm not mistaken. So as you're all finishing up your long rest, if you haven't already, click long rest on your character sheet. But after your kind of week, This is probably the 8th day that y'all have been kind of just relaxing, and it's probably 10 a.m. So I would ask you all, what would you like to be doing on this day? Kind of at 10 a.m. If there was anything that you were doing over the week, if you had any sort of routine.
So I currently am kind of nested down in my cot of folded blankets and such in my little tent that I made that in the basement, which I turned into my bedroom. I've kind of at this point accumulated a nice little stack of books that were left by the beekeeper and his wife previously, and I've just been kind of reading up even more on those and kind of making my way through the books that are in the house. I also, in addition to a few of the beekeeping books, I also have a few almanacs and gardening books, and I've probably at this point started to build on the garden outside.
Okay. Would you be actively doing that kind of at 10 a.m., or is that something that you think you would get to like that afternoon?
I am probably already done my morning garden, and I'm currently reading.
Okay. So Tara and Stella live in the house. Greg and Tuvala both live kind of in that tower of the windmill, if I'm not mistaken. So do y'all think that
Basically
Greg...
the whole house.
Huh?
They kicked the furries outside.
Stella basically has the whole house because the bottom
Yeah.
level is like storehouse, storing things, except for one corner, which I basically hung up a bunch of sheets and tapestries and said, this is my tent bedroom now. And the middle floor, we said this is the common area with the kitchen and the living room and stuff. And then the entire top floor is a bunch of bedrooms, all of which Stella resides in. And the other two live in the windmill.
Has actual magic makes a blanket fort. I love it.
Yes.
Sometimes
That should
you
be a
just
spell,
gotta, man.
just blanket fort.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
that could be a spell.
What was the hut spell? Instead
Yeah.
of hut, it just replaced with blanket fort.
Yes.
You're gonna ask about Greg and Tuvala and the windmill.
Yes. Do y'all think that y'all would be in the house at this point? Because I know that y'all would do breakfast all together in the house, and the towers just kind of become your sleeping point. Or do y'all think that y'all would be up in the tower, or would you have gone back to town? Where would y'all be at this moment?
10 a.m. wise, I think we at least I'd definitely be in the house. It's either breakfast time or a little bit post breakfast time. Tuvala has been trying to hunt this one particularly loud rooster that she's been hearing in the forest for about a week now. Every morning, every single day. It seems like he's right up in her face. Just no. Every day she's been having a couple eggs just to, I'll get you. Manifest.
Manifest.
But over the week, was the elf Linda? Was that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Definitely have visited Linda at least once or twice. I just have to keep her updated on all of our tales. Elderly wisdom is very valued because sometimes they know cool stuff. And then if I could have, I would have wanted to definitely. I've tried to go to the library maybe in town and try to do a little bit of research on what may have happened to Lionel, spell-wise.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation or an arcana check, your choice.
That will be 21.
A 21. Okay. Was that investigation or arcana?
Arcana.
Okay. You said arcana. With a 21 Arcana, you know enough about magic to not necessarily, when you didn't initially recognize the spell, you do know enough about Arcana to be able to research, and basically you know how to Google about this. What you do find out is that there is some powerful magic. This was probably a combination of a few different things. Specifically, you believe that there was some variation of a glyph spell, like a glyph of warding, that was storing a very high level magic that was able to cast Feeble Mind, which is a 7th level spell. It doesn't seem like this was an exact copy of that spell, as it didn't seem to do any damage. It was just the side effect of Feeble Mind that really took hold. So it didn't do the normal, like, I think it's 3d8 psychic damage that it normally does. But it did have the other effects of the spell. And then the kind of carving on his back you would believe to be like an infernal glyph of warding that would activate the Feeble Mind spell upon him being resurrected or moved, basically. Based on how glyph of warding works.
Do I have an idea of a time limit for a Feeble Mind?
Based on your research, the normal Feeble Mind spell does not have a time limit. It can eventually wear off. It just depends on if he ever passes the save, basically. From a mechanical standpoint, every 30 days, he can repeat the save. It has been 7. So, there are more powerful magics that can get rid of it, but you would know y'all are a pretty decent way away from any of that. Stuff like, I believe Greater Restoration can, the Heal spell, Wish, and I want to say there's one more, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. The lowest level of those being 5th level.
What if I kill him and then I bring him back?
The effect would stay.
Well,
What if we cast Reincarnate on him?
I'm actually not sure.
Hamster Lionel.
can you reincarnate a living being?
Yep.
Oh,
There's a spell called Reincarnate, which
I think you gotta
basically
kill him first.
it changes their race, but it's
was
a lower level resurrection.
It got easy to kill Lionel. What's he gonna do? Fight back?
You know what, though?
You can just
That's
push
one
him
thing.
over. He'll let you.
That sounds bad.
Well, we can.
That's one of the spells that I'm immune to.
Really?
Reincarnate, I mean.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it cannot be cast on. Which is not necessarily a good thing, but... Because I think it's...
Okay. Oh, sorry if I cut you off.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, yeah, like I said, just definitely would have tried to do a little bit of research, maybe just convey it between the group. Other than that, yeah, breakfast time. Go see the people. Go watch Tara, like, try to drag a bag of mulch that's just a little bit too heavy to the garden.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Greg's gonna be beating up a tree or something.
Okay.
Like, he's gonna be like, I'm training, and he's just in the backyard, like, beating boulders together until one of them breaks.
How dare you hurt the cute little frogs?
Greg's seen one
dare
too many.
How dare you hurt the froggos?
The boulder.
Oh no! No, the normal boulders, not the ones that are
Stupid.
alive.
Fake. Rock. Dude.
Yeah.
Don't. I'm gonna make you unexist.
Yeah. Greg will be correct at any cost. No,
Okay,
maybe he's like taken some paint and made a face on a tree or something. giving it a little wooden dagger, and he's fighting it.
Yes.
Do you use your flame sword on the tree?
I like to imagine it's just Greg going at it. Like, maybe he went to use the flame sword, and, like, either Tavala or... oh no, I forgot her name. Tavala or Tara was like, hey, what if we don't start a forest fire in the backyard?
That's kind
It's
of
like
what I
how
was
when-
thinking.
When you're
Yeah.
doing something in the backyard and somehow your mom happens to be watching you at the exact moment
Yes.
you're doing that thing that's wrong. Like, she
Yeah.
was not there the entire time. The moment the sword starts to come out of the sheath, just, hey, put that down. Put it down.
Like a
I'm
dog
saying-
trying to sneak something off of a plate, yeah.
All I'm saying is it's surprisingly hard to actually start a wildfire.
Well, not when
At
it's
least here.
magic.
It is magic fire.
Look,
It's
wait,
magic, and all I
wait,
have to
pause.
do is roll a
Pause.
little rock and go, ooh,
I want to redact my
5, and
statement.
suddenly we don't have a house anymore.
Well, if you've set your
redact my
cement on
statement.
fire,
And the reason
Yeah!
No. I caused my cement to blow up using fire. There's a difference. Anyway.
There's barely a difference.
That's
Why
so
is
much
it-
better.
There's a difference.
Please.
Anyway. Look, I said hard, not impossible. Anyway, I'm redacting my statement because I forgot California exists.
That,
Yeah.
No.
Cannon Wolf statement, California does not exist.
Yeah, no, I said they do exist. I said I forgot about them. That's what I said. I forgot they exist. It's a
All these
difference.
hate California.
Like how the whole northern part of the U.S. is just Ohio.
Ohio, New York.
That's only the high part.
Ah.
okay then.
Look, if I want to be stupid, I can be stupid. Let me be stupid.
We'll be
I'm not
stupid
stopping you. I don't think I could.
Good, because I've been
So
trying for
Stella,
years.
what are you gonna be doing at this time?
I presume, seeing as the people who lived here previously were deceased, they did not remove their clothing from this building.
It was removed by the people. So after they died and y'all cleared it out,
Gotcha.
like basically the realtors of Capital City came
Yeah,
and
they took
cleared
it.
out the home
Okay.
before giving it to you.
Okay.
It was a part
Well,
of the agreement.
Hate
Well,
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
they didn't clear out all of it because I have their books.
Well, no, they didn't clear out all of it, but they cleared out like. You also stole their books before you bought the house, didn't you? Oh,
Some
not
of
the
them.
apiary books. They removed personal effects, but left stuff that was like how to run an apiary.
Alright, well, the reason I was gonna,
That makes sense.
because what I was thinking of doing was like taking it apart, trying to learn like how seams and stuff work, like reverse engineer sewing, I guess. A bit.
I was hoping you
You're
were
gonna
going to do a
reverse
living
engineer
room fashion show.
yourself.
They're not there, then it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying though? Like,
Oh.
tear the seams apart, like see how certain
Oh.
articles of clothing is made. That's where
Stella,
if it's not there, then it's not there, and it doesn't matter.
So a living
make-
room
Gotcha.
fashion show.
you make a
Do what?
cute, like, bee-themed beekeeper outfit. I assume that was good. I assumed you liked that.
I have thoughts. I have thoughts.
Dye yourself yellow and then put on stripes and a little antenna headband. Call it a day.
Oh, you could just buzz up. Yes. Beautiful.
Life in
Wait.
Plasmoid, it's phantasmoid.
Oh my gosh.
We don't have to live like this.
Okay. So what are you going to be doing instead of reverse engineering their clothes?
I don't know. I didn't have a plan B.
The game of imagination.
Stilla's taking a nap.
I don't know.
You could be cheering for Greg on
You could
babysitting
be-
duty.
You could be
I guess.
flicking in between the floorboards and making sure our crawl space doesn't have mice.
Shouldn't you, the owl, be doing that?
Just
Oh, I'm sorry.
how am I gonna get under the
the
crawl
house
space?
is
gap?
not on a crawl space. There's a
Yeah,
stone
remember,
foundation.
It's a story house, and the bottom floor is an on concrete foundation basement.
Well, not concrete.
Eating
but-
live things
Well,
is
so-
not socially acceptable.
Okay then.
I will personally brawl each and every one of you.
I didn't do anything.
Why?
Tara, I think you would be. At this point, you're probably the closest one. So go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Closest to what?
I think the rat is back.
What'd you roll?
A nat 1 plus 2.
Okay. You know, you're just kind of vibing, reading some books, zoning out. The rest of you hear from kind of upstairs as you've kind of, you know, you worked on the garden a little bit today with Tara, fought the tree a little bit earlier today, but everyone's kind of back inside taking like a little brunch break or something. When everyone except Tara hears like a small knock at the door.
I will go ahead and go to the door. Do
Okay.
we have a peephole?
Sure, there's a peephole.
I'm gonna peep through the hole.
Okay. You see kind of probably like a 30-year-old half-elf.
Gasp.
Has kind of like a little goatee and a mustache. Kind of like a light brown hair. A little bit overweight, but not too bad. Wearing like a light blue button-up shirt and kind of very nondescript, just like khaki pants. He's got like a messenger bag over his shoulder. He's just standing there, like looking around, waiting.
Okay. When adventure comes knocking, I'll go ahead and open the door.
Okay.
Who are you?
You open the door. He goes, "Oh, sorry. I'm Anton. I work with a delivery company." And you see he's like going through his messenger bag real quick, and he pulls out like a small box. And he goes, "Is Tuvala, Tuvala? Do they live here?"
I believe that's Tuvala, dear. Yes, they live here.
Okay,
I can take that package.
great. And he just kind of hands it over. Give me a perception check.
Absolutely. I miss nothing with these eyes. I rolled a nat 1, and I got a 10.
Well, roll with advantage because he's not trying to hide it.
Sweet.
A 10 is normally enough anyway.
I just like that. I missed nothing. I missed. Oh boy!
What did you roll?
You won't believe what I just did twice in a row.
Did
Yeah.
you roll a second
one.
nat 1?
Today is looking up for me.
Hey, look. In some cases, Snake Eyes is considered lucky.
Not in this one. Did anyone else go to the door or no?
I would have followed.
You would have followed? Okay, you give me a perception check with advantage.
Greg's listening, but he's not worried.
If you didn't go to the door to, like, look, then
Yeah.
you don't get a perception check.
Perception.
fair.
I am curious. I guess all your luck went to me.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
fine.
With a
No,
27, as he
As
kind
long
of,
as
like,
someone's got it.
hands the box over, you see the messenger bag on his side kind of shift a little bit. You see this guy doesn't look like he's seen a fight ever. He does not look like he would survive in your line of work, but you do see, like, strapped to his hip under his messenger bag, you see he has, like, a flintlock pistol. He has a gun.
Oh shit, he's
That's a lot.
packing heat.
What's that?
You see, as soon as you say that, his cheeks
She
go
just
bright red and goes,
Points like
nothing,
a
and like immediately turns 90 degrees to the right and starts walking back to Capital City.
I like how Stella's a toddler. Just what that? What is?
I don't want to do that cartoonish thing where you like start walking with somebody and like drop your arm around them and start turning them back the other direction, walking them back toward the door.
He's so funny.
Okay, you walk him in like a circle, and he comes back to the door and goes, "Wait, what?"
I think my friend asked you a question. What you got there, buddy? It's shiny.
Male.
I'm gonna grab it off of him. Go to grab it off of him.
I like to imagine he says that, and Tavalla's just got that dead-eye owl stare, like,
Oh yeah, and I mean like inches from the man's face. Like
yeah.
he only can really focus on one eye or another because of the face being spread apart.
You see, as you like reach down and you just kind of grab it off of his hip and show it and be like, you know, to signify what you're talking about. He goes, "Oh, Stella and Greg, I would assume that you had come down at this point. You both see there's like a dark spot going down his pants because Tuvala is very intimidating. He goes,
Ew.
yes. He goes, that's for protection.
Encounter a lot of danger in your job?
No, I've never
I'm
used it.
gonna lean over to Tara since we both just walked up and be like, "Hey, didn't you just clean the yard that he's peeing in?"
Tuvala, now that you've like picked it up, you see it's a flintlock. It actually does have a cylinder with like could hold a couple of rounds. But it's very basic. Kind of a wooden handle that kind of goes under the almost like revolver like cylinder, just with a basic steel barrel and cylinder. But the hammer is more closely related to like a flintlock. It's kind of interesting, but you do see kind of carved into the bottom of the handle, it says AC.
DC.
Air conditioners exist canon
No.
proof.
That's what I was thinking.
Either that or electricity does, because that's AC for you.
And he just kind of like reaches up and tries to grab it back from you.
I just kind of like lightly turn the other direction. I'm definitely taller than this man. I
Oh
kind
yeah,
of look at it in the light
100%.
and just, who's AC?
That's
Friend of yours?
me. No, that's me.
Aw, what's your name?
I told you it was Anton.
I couldn't remember. This is shiny.
Anton Capulet.
Bird brain.
It's like partially rusted. It's not that shiny. It's a little shiny, but you can tell it's probably never been fired.
Greg.
Man is
Reach
gonna
for
go
it.
home from his job and be like, "They made me pee myself and stole
Greg,
my
did you-
gun."
Did you actually say the words bird brain?
Yes.
You get like Tuvala almost drops the thing, turns and like dead eyes, like the
I'm
most
doing
like
it
angry
straight
mom
back.
stare,
I'm a frog.
the most angry mom stare, like the look of you know what you did, and we're gonna have a talk about this later.
Having like a really uncomfortable staring contest.
He tries to reach up and grab his gun as this is happening.
Both heads. Both heads immediately snap over.
Well, I'm gonna put a hand out for the gun.
Oh, of course. Here, check it out.
She's not old enough to drink. Why does she get the gun?
I don't know which direction the magic shoots out of. What happened? What is this thing?
I'm gonna grab it
Okay.
and like have it like go inside my hand and then come back out. And
You see, he
You, like,
gets
break it
very
apart and
uncomfortable as it seeps into your hand.
Just just ruined that gun.
I was gonna say, it does have, like, wood, which is a natural component that would break down once it's inside of you.
Even
Not quick
if it
enough to
didn't,
cause
you
any
just filled it
permanent
with
damage.
slime
Just
girl.
like just to get a
It's
feel
just
for it.
a little slimy.
Yeah.
It's like when you let the weird kid in the corner borrow your pencil and he gives it back after class and it's a little chewed off.
You see, he gets very
Shoot on
uncomfortable. He goes,
everyone's pencils,
it's
dude.
just, it's a gun. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. I'll show you how it works if you give it back.
I'm gonna hold it and like kind of look down the barrel.
Oh,
You
no.
see, he like cringes as you're doing it. He goes, I wouldn't do that if I were you. That's a bad idea.
Okay.
Still, hand
sorry.
it back to him. I want to see how it works.
I'll give it back to him, but I'm also giving him a gold coin as well for the trouble.
You just pulled a coin out of you.
You give him the gun, which is kind of slimy, and he's like kind of trying to shake it off, but being very careful because it is a gun. And then you give him a gold coin, and he's like, you see his eyes go a little wide, and based on all of your passive insights, also, Tara, you can be a part of this conversation if you want. At this point, you would have heard them talking.
I'm just kind of watching, but also
Okay.
like kind of like purposefully like I'm like I'm trying to still read, but I'm like
So you give him the gold coin, and you get this like look on his face. You just gave him like most of a year's salary,
Oh my god.
and he's like, "Oh."
Like
He
you
just
just
kinda
I'm gonna
puts it in his
deliver
pocket.
these
Lambo.
people all the
When I
time.
hand it
He
to him, I'm
puts
like,
it in his pocket, and he goes, "You see," and he kind of like turns to the woods, away from town, and he goes, "You see, you pull this back, and you aim it." And I'm gonna actually roll to see if he hits anything.
I can offer him to aim at my tree I was beating up.
That's what he's aiming at the face
Now
of it.
missing large chunks of wood and everything.
Okay. He pulls the trigger, and you hear the loud boom, and the gun goes off. There's like a big flash and a
throw
flash
my
of
knife.
black powder that comes out the front of it. You're gonna what?
at the big giant loud booming sound that happens. I have immediately like dropped my book and thrown my knife, and it's going to land in the door jamb right next to his head.
Okay, well, there's like 4 people there. But okay.
It goes
He's
in
also
between
not
all
in
of
the
them.
door jam. He is outside by like 10 feet, 15 feet.
Oh,
He's
well,
not standing in the door shooting a gun.
then
It's a tree.
He does
But
miss the
dives
tree.
into a bush.
He does miss the tree, and you hear just like bushes get hit with a bullet, probably 100 feet past what he was aiming at. He goes, "Ta-da!" and then he turns and starts walking back towards Capital City.
Oh, dear friend, I have a question.
It's a
He
boom
turns
stick.
around. He's like, you can see he's like
Boom stick.
almost crying.
Where does one procure something like that?
I don't know, man.
Does it come with the
It is-
job?
No, this is a gift.
I think I'd be a great delivery. She's gonna start just rambling to this man. Just, I think I'd be a fantastic delivery person. You know, with the ability to fly, I have a little saddle, and I can just.
Davala,
He
Hey,
breaks
Greg,
down in
try
tears.
the gun.
He just starts crying, goes full like he just kind of kneels down and covers his head.
Man, that's a
Try the gun.
good. Didn't we just give you like an entire year's salary, like go together? out of saying that out of character, and I didn't care.
I'm just
The
gonna
emotional roller coaster this man has experienced.
I'm just gonna keep asking him until he responds as I'm like digging out my mittens and putting them on.
Hey, don't worry. We're not gonna eat you. We're not gonna. You're fine. Go back to your little people job. He might try to eat you. Don't let him do it. Anyway,
After
yeah.
you say go back to your
Perform.
little people job, you like keep talking for a second, but he just gets up and starts sprinting.
we'll make sure we have you deliver all of our future packages.
See, the best part is he might actually come back from
Bye,
the dead.
friend.
I'm gonna turn back to the door where there's like a little table where like people would put the keys and stuff. That's where I left my little package, so I'll pick it up and I wanna inspect it first to see if it's booby trap.
Give me an investigation check.
I think there's a good chance this man would come back to deliver packages again. Because he knows that we're at worst extremely irritating, and at best, we gave him gold.
17.
17. It doesn't appear to be trapped.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll pull the ribbon, tear the paper, whatever it is.
Yeah, you pull the ribbon and the box kind of separates, and you see inside there's some paper to kind of package it, basically. There's not foam cutouts in this world, but there's a little bit of like crumpled up parchment to kind of
There could be
pack
mushrooms.
together. You see, it's probably a maybe 3-inch by like 6-inch box, and inside you find like a key, like a small brass or maybe just kind of old gold key.
I feel like... Was I looking for a key?
Not that I know of.
Let me... Can't insight check a key, can I?
Insight check a key.
I mean, you can give me an insight check on like him, but there is also no like Cinder name written anywhere on it. You just see kind of on the top of the box it says to Tavala, and it has not like a formal address, but it says like to the apiary north of Capital City.
Right. Okay.
We have enemies.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it. Because I feel like that's how you get cursed.
Cursed key.
Probably.
If you want, you can give me a history check to see if you recognize the history, or an insight check to see if you recognize the handwriting.
History is a 17.
17. It looks sort of familiar, but kind of in a like. You feel like you've seen it before, like in a dream or something. Not that you go, "Oh, I know this person." It just it has a sense of familiarity around it.
So what's the
Okay.
key for?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna
Did you
reach
pick
for
it up or no?
I did. I'm just holding the box with the key like in the wrapper still.
I'm
Okay.
gonna reach to try and grab the key.
I'll let him.
Okay. You pick up the key. It's a normal key. You see, as you pick it up, there's like a little string attached to it, and coming out of the parchment from underneath it is like a small like tag. The
Small
tag.
Man, someone bought you something from the dollar store, man, shipped it to you and left the price tag on it.
The tag on it says Valtor, Valtor, Valtor's Crypt. And flipping it over to the other side, it just says unlock a door.
Do you tell us that?
I mean, I would assume you saw the tag as well, because as I was picking it up. enough.
It is written in Elvish, so I forgot to check if you read Elvish, but you do. So it is written in Elvish.
Ooh. I would relay the information if anyone needed it.
I can read and speak Grongan Common. That's all I know.
Valtors.
Grongan.
And I took on Common as my second language because I got to choose one, and it was not Grong.
Hey. Wait. Let me see the key. Curse be damned.
Curse. Would you like my mittens?
Sure, yeah.
I'm
Isn't
gonna
there like
shake 'em
poison
all.
inside those mittens?
They're pretty
No,
small.
when you go to do it, hold the edge and push your hand in backwards at the top of the mitten so it goes
So all the
inside
poison's
out.
on the outside.
Yes. If the key
Fair
is
enough.
cursed, it will be punished. Congrats.
Okay. Well, like, it fitting on like 3 fingers, the glove wise. I'll I'll do that. I'll take the key. And I'm gonna walk over to like the nearest like broom closet door and
Okay.
try to stick the key in the hole.
You see, the key is like bigger than the keyhole would be, but as you kind of put the key near it, you see the key almost like shrink in size to match the keyhole of the door.
Skeleton
Ooh.
key.
Question.
I-
I've heard of that crypt before.
Have you heard
Oh,
of the
you-
crypt?
you
Give me a
first
history
follow.
check.
There's a- Art,
Oh, I wasn't gonna say anything.
you were gonna send the key. Sorry,
I was gonna what the key?
nothing. Oh my gosh, I seriously stole your luck tonight.
A second nat 20. Valtor, thinking back, you've heard of the name before, that you never met him. There was an elvish mage named Valtor that lived an unknown amount of years before you, though you recognize the name because it was an interest of your old party leader. He wanted to find the crypt.
Yeah, that checks out.
So that would be pretty much the information that you have on him.
Before putting the key in the hole, I would like to ask Tara if she or her papa would recognize who this Valtor guy is.
Okay, well first, do I know anything about Valtor?
Give me a history check.
I just thought about it. One of y'all is gonna have to teach Greg how to do laundry so he can wash his mittens.
And
You don't recognize the name.
okay. Dear Papa, do you know anything about a Valtor?
Give me a persuasion check.
Give me a persuasion check to
17.
see if your dad answers your call.
A 17, you get no response.
Wow.
I'm gonna take that as a yes, but don't want to chat it up with me about it. Gotcha.
I
That's
think
interesting. I
this
do,
sounds-
however. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I do, however, since I've been out of my book since the gunshot, so I'm like over engaged. I'm gonna walk over to the key and as long as no one's stopping me and I'm allowed, I would like to reach over and just pick it up and kind of look at it. Do I notice anything?
Give me an investigation.
Do you want me to investigation?
You just picking up the key and looking at it?
Yeah, like, do I notice anything about the key?
No. Nothing that you would know of. As it does get farther away from the door, it kind of grows back to its original size. But other than that, it just looks like a key. It's kind of one of the older keys that has like the 2 prongs with the different sides on either side, if you know what I'm talking about.
Wait, did I miss
Yeah.
something?
What?
What do you mean it, as it got further away from the door, returned to its...
When Tuvala put the large key towards the small keyhole, it shrunk to match the size of the keyhole.
What key? What small keyhole?
In the broom closet that
Close,
she went
yeah.
to open.
I said unlock a door, so
missed
I
that
went to a
part.
door.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how I missed that part.
I think this sounds like a fun family. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the key and put it in the lock now and unlock the door.
Okay, you unlock the door, and as it kind of swings open, I mean, the broom closet was like a 5 foot by 5 foot room made with stone walls, and it had a couple shelves on it. As you swing the door open, the first thing you notice is it swings open farther than the broom closet would. It swings past 90 degrees, almost to 180. And looking in, you see like small lights, like wall-mounted candles, kind of along this large, high-ceiling, stone-walled room with these massive like arches that go across this probably 30-foot by like 60-foot room. Some of the walls seem to be kind of damaged. You see one of the kind of pillars that leads up to an arch has partially fallen, and that candle holder is kind of on the ground, unlit. And there's like this very intricate stonework floor, almost like marble-like, but not actually marble. Just kind of designed like it.
Did you say it was like a hallway or that it was just like a singular room with a back wall?
It is a hallway. So there is you see a couple of doors kind of on the other side of the room.
Okay. I would like to check and make sure nothing like immediately outside the door is booby trap.
Okay, you take a quick glance in. You don't see any tripwires. There's nothing like next to the door. The door swings open, and kind of sticking your head in and looking, it's like a flat stone wall where the door is. So it would be very hard to hide a trap here.
Can I take the key out of the door and leave the door open?
You go to it, you go to do it, and the key seems to be stuck in the door.
Okay. So, if we all want to do this, we're definitely gonna want to get ready, because I think when we step in, this is gonna lock, and then we're gonna be in it until we're not in it anymore.
That being said, if you like take your hand off the door does not immediately start to close. So I don't want to give that impression. It's just that you cannot take the key out.
Yeah. So does everybody have water, snacks, apple slices?
No.
I
Go-
guess
go
I'm
get
gonna
your-
go pack a go bag.
Go get your apple slices. I cut them for you on the counter.
Okay, well I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna, like-
prepare my traveling
There aren't
supplies
any
to go
apple
on a
slices
little
on the counter.
quest.
I'm
into
gonna
this
go
little-
trot off to get my apple slices, I guess, mumbling
There
like
aren't
Greg
any on
is
the
a
counter when you
carnivore,
get there.
doesn't need apple slices.
There won't be any when you get there anyway. Not knowing that that's what that were for, just seeing them on the counter, I would have eaten them.
Ah,
Oh, goodness.
is that apple I see in you?
Ew! No! 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 No!
No.
If you like
I
look
don't
to like her
know. I
tummy
don't want-
section, you
I
could
know,
probably
you're
just
not
see like
canonically
dissolve.
able to see what she
You're
ate.
gonna
You probably
hear-
could. You probably could, but I would have to take off my clothes for that.
You're gonna hear kind
And I
of
do in
muffled
fact move
across
the
the
food there
house.
so people
Just,
don't see it whenever it's.
you're gonna hear Greg muffled across the house like, Tavala, don't be mad.
Just not at you.
Greg did nothing. He's gonna
You-
come back with the sword and his little backpack. Be like, Greg has packed as he was told.
Okay.
What is
I
the
think
temperature? Like, if I were to stick my hand through this door, is it like cold or hot or anything?
It's cooler
It's
than
room
the ambient
temperature, idiot.
temperature of the apiary.
Even
It's
in the
probably
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It's room temperature.
it is room temperature, but it is a cooler room temperature, probably sitting around like 65 to 60.
I will grab a little cloak and button it, fasten it across my chest.
Okay.
Like how we're all going on a field trip.
Wolf grabbed
I'm
the
going
hat.
on an adventure.
Also,
Ooh, is it
we're
gonna be
going on a
chilly?
field trip, so I'll be right back. It's very necessary that I have this for my field trip.
Trying to save somebody from death. We accidentally lobotomized them. Let's go on a field trip.
Field trip. I don't know where
May
she's
the Lord
going.
intended.
I'm guessing to get a prop.
I'm scared.
You should be.
Is she
She's right
taking, like
behind
a backpack or something?
Ha ha ha.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. But I have things on my screen that she's not allowed to see, so. Oh, I got a DM from Angel Fire. As soon as I timed him out, I got a DM. I was just typing!
It was supposed to be typed out ages ago, too.
Yeah, I didn't see it until it was too late.
Well, yeah, I mean, you were in the middle of describing something, so I didn't feel like saying anything.
What
Do you
is
get a
that?
candy for the field trip?
No, even better. The best field trip snack ever.
Is it a Go-Gurt?
It is a Go-Gurt.
That is not what I thought
Might
that
have
was.
Go-Gurt.
Or better than what I thought it was.
Go-Gurt, sponsor us.
Go-Gurt.
I love the idea of, hey guys,
4 boxes of Go-Gurt on stream.
what if my yogurt was on the go? What if I could take yogurt with me at all times?
You
Oh
know,
my god.
the way the
See.
Lord intended. Did
That's
I
gonna
ever
be
tell
an-
y'all
It's
when
going to
we
be
were
an
at-
integral part of my Galir cosplay. Is
Alright,
Go-Gurt.
guys, we're making a backpack that
It
makes
is.
yogurt.
Did I ever tell y'all when we were at Cheshire's house and they had a box of expired Go-Gurt and I was like, don't worry, I've got this. And they were like, you're lactose intolerant. And I was like, that's not what I fucking said. I said, don't worry. And I ate 7 tubes of expired Go-Gurt.
That's awful.
And I was like, I'm feeling so fine. There's not a problem. And I woke up at 4 a.m. and suddenly there was a problem.
Woke me up at 4 a.m.
Oh, I woke up everyone. I came back trotting into the living room an hour and a half later, like crying, dried tears on my face, and just piled up onto the air mattress with like 4 other people. Go-Gurt sponsor us.
I want to put something out here. I feel like you didn't learn your lesson.
Oh,
They did not.
They were
They
over
never learned.
2.5 years expired. And they tasted fine. Absolute best quality
Look, it's
type
just
of
the
yogurt.
afterburn,
It
right?
still just
Like-
tasted like cotton candy and blue raspberry.
Just the afterburn.
The afterburn.
Okay, well,
Okay. Are y'all? I assume y'all are going into the great big entrance hall of whatever this is.
oh yeah.
Okay. You walk in. The ceilings are probably 30 foot up, with these massive archways that go. There's probably 4 of them, or 6 if you include both walls kind of being a little bit arched. And you see there are kind of you can hear the stone or your footprints echo across the stone floor and walls. You get to about halfway in the room. When you look to the left and the right, there are these large wooden doors, one on the left, one on the right. That is the only other thing in this room currently.
Are they locked?
Let's see.
Are they boulders?
Are they what?
Boulders.
The
This is not
doors? Are
too-
the doors boulders? What? No, they're doors.
For your mental
you
health and
see,
mind ignore.
The one on the right is currently locked. But the one on the left is not.
Okay.
Which one's locked?
The one on the right is locked. The one on the left is not.
Is there a gap beneath it?
Beneath the door?
Like, like how doors normally have a gap beneath them.
Yeah, there's a very small gap.
Here we go.
I would like to wiggle my finger under it.
You wiggle your finger under the door.
I would like to traverse to the other side of this door, if at all possible.
Greg has a question.
Sure. What's up, Greg?
If we take the key out of the door when we walk in the door and then we close it, are we just trapped in this hellscape forever?
You can't take the key out of the door.
Let's say, did the door shut behind us?
No, the door did not shut behind you. It is still open.
Can I put a rock in there?
Sure.
Do we have a door stopper at this apiary?
You go and you grab a couple of books, you know, because they're not good for anything else, from Tara's like little library cove and put them as a doorstop.
Success.
That hurts.
I just realized something terrible.
Just a baby boulder.
What'd you realize?
My brooms!
Your brooms?
They're gone!
Your broom.
Oh, no.
What do you mean?
From the
Oh,
closet.
no!
Think about the resale value on the house now, though.
Hey, mate. Hey, mate.
Oh, broom
I'm on a
pot. I got it.
Okay, wait.
Which
Anyway,
door are you trying to go under, Stella?
The one
The
that's
locked one.
locked.
The one that's locked. Okay, to be transparent with you, it is like a padlock. So it's not like you can get to the other side and unlock it, but you could go to the other side without the party.
Right.
But
And
it
I'd have
is-
to leave most of my equipment behind.
Yeah, you would only be able to bring yourself and like your fabrics.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
Actually-
could go to the other side,
yeah. I'll
but
go to the other side.
it's a padlock. It is not a.
Also, you said fabrics.
Anything that is less than an like fabric you could get
Yeah,
through.
no. The only reason I'm gonna think about that is because technically the wardrobe is
Yeah, you
fabric-like.
can stuff everything in your
You
wardrobe.
could you could get the portable wardrobe through. You would have to like you'd have to unroll it and slide a little bit of it under,
Yeah.
and then go to the other side and pull it. But it's possible.
You can just
I'm not
leave it
gonna
with
bother
me along
it.
with
I
the
just
shoes.
want to point out that it is possible. I'm just gonna
Mhm.
peek over there.
Okay.
See what's on the
You
other side.
slip under the door and go to the other side. You see it. This one is a circular stone room. You see there is another door on your left and on your right, both of which seem to be like these large mixture of metal and stone doors with intricate locks. Give me just a second, Tara. And in the room, you see a statue holding what looks to be like a book. The statue has like long flowing hair, seems like elvish in nature, but there is no facial features whatsoever. It's just a smooth, flat face, and it's holding like a book open. And in elvish on the book, it says, let me tell you what it says. In elvish, it says, "I am the beginning of the end and the end of before." And kind of in front of the statue by a couple of feet, you see like almost like a bird bath, but it's filled with sand.
Oh my gosh, it's time again. I'm kidding.
I think it is time again, though.
I mean, it might be. I mostly mean it as a joke. I would call through the other side of the door. What's in the other room? This one seems to have a statue, some locked doors, and a poem.
I'm assuming you read the poem to us.
If y'all want me to, I can. Yeah.
You didn't answer my hand up.
And we also have the door that's not locked that y'all can go through.
Tara, what were you holding your hand up for?
Stella could do an Elastigirl moment where he just gets up to the door, slides his head under, and then just pops it back up, and just his neck is the only thing that's like squished, so it's just a full Stella body, a neck under the door, and a full Stella head.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
And Stella's cute little slimy butt can be in the air.
Stop.
Only you would think
She
of
is a
these things.
child.
Stop.
Okay. What are y'all doing?
I'll open the door on the other end and see if there's something else in that room.
Okay. You open the door on the left, and you see it's like, it goes in probably like 50 feet, and it's probably 100 foot wide, and you see bookshelves. This appears to be a library. Many of the books are old and like not moldy, but just dilapidated. Some of the many of the pages are either kind of rotting away, or they're merged all together, or the ink is long past readable. But it appears to be a library, and then kind of going into the library, you do see kind of on the back wall, while there are bookshelves, there are 2 doors on the back wall. And let me see if they are locked. I'm trying to remember. They do both appear to be locked, though they are not super intricate locks like the other room. They are more closely related to like the padlocks that locked the statue room. One of them is just like a keyhole lock. One of them is a padlock.
Allow me to use my favorite key. Oh, Greg, can you hit the one with the padlock?
Greg's going for it. Blunt side of the war pick.
Give me an attack roll.
Yuppers. Six and 8 is 14, yeah?
Yes. And what weapon did you say you were using?
The war pick.
Okay. You get a huge swing, and you swing down, and you see as you hit it, like a light blue, like magic, like shield appears just before you hit the lock, and your war pick goes like flying out of your hand as it shoots back. And no damage
can I try
comes
the
to
magic sword?
Make me another attack roll.
Yuppers, here we go. Ooh. $22. I can't count. 20.
20?
It's a +8, and I rolled a 14.
22. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Nice. What is my damage roll? There's 2 different.
Alright.
Yeah. So
they both say slashing.
Yeah, so the 1d8 is if you're one-handing it. The 1d10 is if you're using both hands.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what it said, and I auto-rolled for the wrong one anyways. God damn. 7 + 5.
7 plus,
12.
okay, 12. With 12 points. Is this the left door or the right door?
It's whichever one Tavala put me in front of.
The one with the padlock on it.
Okay, that would probably be the left door. So you swing hard, and you see the magic shield once again appears, but due to the magic nature of your sword, it pierces through, and you smack the small iron padlock off of the door. And there's almost like a small fizzing sound as the magic fades away from it as it scatters over the ground.
Nice.
Tara, if you want, I don't rogues have like a thing that can help with lock picking?
Mm-hmm.
You could try the one that's got like a door lock on it.
Let me make sure that I should, but I just want to make sure.
You do. It's for you. It's going to be the same thing as a.
Oh, thieves' tools, right?
Yeah, it's thieves' tools.
Okay, I was thinking that thieves' tools and then lock picking were 2 different things.
Lockpicks
No.
are a part of thieves' tools.
Yes.
Well,
Oh.
they may not be the only thing in there. They are definitely a
Okay.
part of it.
How do I roll that?
So roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier, and then also add your proficiency. So it's the same thing for you as rolling a dex saving throw. It's the same number.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Roll a
Repeat.
dexterity saving throw.
No, I understand, but what was the first thing you said? It was a 20. It's a 23. But you said, you know, if it wasn't the same as rolling a dexterity saving throw, then it would be my dex
It's-
modifier.
Dex plus proficiency, which is a plus
Okay.
3.
Okay. Okay, I got that. Okay, awesome. 23.
A 23.
Mhm.
Okay. You pull out your lockpicks from your small backpack and start going to town on it. It is a magical lock, so it is very difficult, but with a 23, you are able to kind of almost bypass the magical defenses. There's one pin in the tumbler that has like an arcane word on it that if it were to be try to be picked, it would probably cause some damage. But you find this out rather quickly, and avoid the damage and avoid the trapped pin before you feel the lock mechanism kind of twist, and it unlocks.
Okay.
If
So
we
now
want to
you
open
have-
the door,
You have both of those unlocked. The one that Stella is in is currently still locked, and there are 2 more doors behind that one.
Okay,
so there's 2 doors, and then in each room is 2 doors.
Yes.
Okay.
In the library, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what they are, because I assumed after you got them locked, you went in, at
you
least to
don't
take
have
a peek.
map for this, do you?
I do not have a map.
I'm having a hard time keeping, like, I'm having a hard time keeping this place
Yeah.
right.
Go map.
So here, there's the central room, the entrance hall. That's where y'all came in. And then y'all are now in the library.
Okay.
And then the library goes to 2 rooms. The one on the left, which was the padlock one, goes to a armory of sorts. You see there's a room full of mostly rusted weapons and armor. Some of which might be usable, but just taking a quick glance into the room, it looks to be an armory. Taking a quick glance into the room on the right, the one that Tara unlocked, you see a small stone staircase that goes down, and then like this large stone room with what looks to be several coffins and sarcophagi within the creature or within the room.
Okay.
And then if y'all want to explore those rooms further, yeah, you have that option.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Stell if she wants to slip back under and come explore these rooms
I
with us.
will gladly come back to the other side to regroup with the rest of the party.
And
Okay.
the others.
I would personally like to just investigate the crypt room.
I don't want to investigate the crypt room.
We can stand outside the crypt room, or we can go to the armory if you want.
I guess let's go to the crypt room, but I watched Vox Machina, so
Just don't save or don't fail a dexterity save, and then you're set.
well, I have a little magic ring that makes it so that like I can't right now. So
The only way that happened was because she like nat 1 the dex save.
well, I can't. Okay, so I'm safe because I got a ring of evasion.
Yeah, and our DM wouldn't do that to us.
Yes, I
oh
will.
yes, he would.
I absolutely
Do
will.
that to us, right?
I absolutely will. Anyway,
Well, time to go check the sarcophaguses.
okay. You kind of step down into the stone room. You see there are probably 8 sarcophagi 4 on each wall, and then in the back there is kind of a like an archway that goes into like a semicircle, kind of cut out in the back wall, where you see a statue of kind of a tall humanoid creature with almost like a veil covering their face, carved of stone with the hands kind of held out like that.
I would like to check out the coffins on the right side of the wall. Like see if they can be opened up.
Hello.
Hello.
Shame.
Shame.
On the right side of the wall?
Yes.
They appear to be able to be opened. There's no like locking mechanisms. There's just like these stone tops set on each one.
Okay. To fill you in, Bun, essentially we got both doors in the library open. The one you unlocked led to an armory. The one that Tara unlocked led to a like crypt. The crypt has like 8 sarcophagi and then like a creepy statue in the back. Yeah, I wanna see if I can push open like one of the ones in the middle.
Okay. Sorry, give me
I
just a second.
I would like to investigate the statue.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's the statue that Stella saw.
Different.
No, there's a statue in the sarcophagi room. Kind of standing at the back of the room with its hands held out. Doo-doo-doo-doo. What the heck?
The hands are held out?
Yeah, the hands are held out. Kind of like that.
Kind of like freaky, dude. Try it again, Paul.
Not
Yeah.
quite. Jesus wants a
Uh-huh,
hug,
uh-huh.
more like here.
So like that. Part of me says something goes there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's
Um,
investigation.
Go ahead and roll me either an investigation check or a religion check. Tuvala, you said you were checking out the crypts on the right side?
Yes.
Okay.
Who was that last check pointed at? The invest?
It was pointed at Tara, but if Tara wants to get
Set
help,
out, we can check out the.
Tara can get help if she would like.
Oh, I broke it.
Tuvala, what are you doing at the sarcophagus now?
I'm just pushing one of them open so that I can see inside of it.
Okay. You start to push one over. A 2. It just looks like a nice statue.
I rolled a 22 on religion.
After you rolled a. Oh no, Stella. That was an
I
investigation.
tried
I
moving,
didn't
I tried
roll, I
moving the
didn't-
mouse.
Gotcha.
You said
My
roll
bad.
investigation or religion.
Yep,
So
my
I chose
bad.
religion.
I saw Stella's and I thought it was yours. With a 22 religion, you recognize this kind of humanoid statue, kind of more masculine figure, though it's not obtrusively, like, it's not super broad shoulders, heavy facial hair, anything like that. It's just, a bit more masculine presenting, but you start to kind of recognize it. Let me make sure that I'm getting the name right. You recognize this as a statue of Barris.
Barris?
Yeah, Barris.
Barris
B-A-R-I-S.
Bueller?
No, Barris. If you check the
Barris
Pantheon
Alvin?
section, if you check the Pantheon section of the notes, under greater deities, Barris is the god of death.
Okay.
And that's what was in the box.
No, that was the statue.
That was the statue. Okay.
As you push the box open,
Oh.
Um. Tuvala, does an 18 hit?
Oh god, yeah.
Okay. You start to push it open. You know, it's a heavy, like, stone top of this. You push it over, and kind of as you're leaning across it, you feel suddenly a hand coming from the sarcophagus reach up and grab your neck. You are going to take a number of hit points.
Guys, we need to
A
go.
small number.
13 points of slashing damage as you feel like 4 or 5 of these skeleton hands come up and
4 or
start
5.
grabbing at you. Taking a quick glance down now and kind of backing up, you see as like 3 skeletons start crawling out of this sarcophagus. I need you all to roll initiative.
No, we need to leave.
No, you need to roll
Why?
initiative.
not how that
not a
works.
problem. Undead are fun.
5.
You should invite
4.
them to tea parties.
7, because +3.
8.
You'd be surprising. how
Greg is
much of a good
7.
conversation
Tuvala,
they
did
make.
you say you rolled?
It's a 7.
A 7. So Greg and Tuvala are a 7?
Yeah.
Stella, would you roll for initiative?
A 20.
8. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm not Stella.
Nice. So Stella, you're up first.
Whoa.
You see Tuvala is kind of at one of the sarcophagi on the right, currently with 3 skeletons kind of crawling out of it. And then you also see one on the left and then a second one on the right of these sarcophagi. The lids start moving.
Mm. So,
Yep.
with the ones that are moving, I can hear them, even if I
Yeah,
can't
you can
see
hear them.
yet.
Yeah.
If I'm correct, turn. Wait, actually. Yeah, turn undead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll use that.
Okay.
I'm not used to
Um,
playing.
so turn undead, they each need to make a wisdom save, if I'm not mistaken.
save. Yep.
Okay.
Also,
They're already undead. How are you gonna?
What is their wisdom? Okay. So what is your spell save DC?
15.
Okay, the first one fails.
Also, what CR
The
are
second
they?
one fails. They are. What CR can you destroy? Isn't it like 1/8 or something?
It's either a half or 1. I'm not technically sure.
They are higher than that.
It's half. It's half,
But
I
all
think.
3 of them do fail.
Okay. Get your rumps out of here.
So they have to run away from you, right? And how long does that last?
For 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Then, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I think that would be it.
Okay. So,
Oh,
If I'm
they
not
also
mistaken,
can't move
you were
within 30
over-
feet of me intentionally.
yeah. You were over by the statue because you were helping investigate. Right?
I'm fine with that, yeah.
Okay. I think that's correct. I'm trying to look for Turn Undead. I don't see it. Oh, there it is.
It's on my sheet. Should be
Oh,
under
as
action.
far as it can. Okay. Okay. So now comes the skeleton things. You see all 3 of them are crawling out of this sarcophagus and they start running away from Stella. They are going to use their turn to run. So they are now towards the entrance of the room. Estella was towards the back of the room. But I don't believe they have... Yeah, nope, they don't have anything like that. The next one, you see one of the lids of the sarcophagi slam on the ground, and the lid actually breaks apart into two, and you see 3 more skeletons crawl out of it and run over towards the entrance of the room. And then the third sarcophagus gets opened up, 3 more skeletons crawl out of it and run towards the entrance of the room. Tara, you're up.
Okay, so
A lot of skeletons.
I had a question and I needed to I need to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
I may have asked this before, but I'm still not quite sure. My kunai knives are thrown.
Yeah.
But if I have one in each hand, can those count as 2-weapon fighting? Can I throw 2?
I believe so. Let me double check.
Because I didn't know if, because they were thrown, if that affected 2-weapon fighting.
So no, they are not considered light weapons, so they cannot be used with 2-weapon fighting.
Wait, why are they not considered light weapons? They're literally small little throwing knives.
I didn't make the game. I don't know. There's a feat that you can take to do it,
Okay.
which I think is the reason that they are not considered
Okay.
light.
Okay then, so there's how many skeletons right now? In total.
So there are 3 swarms of skeletons. From a stat block wise, they are swarms. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. How far are they?
They are
From me.
currently probably 30 feet from you, I would say.
Okay. I am going to move up to them as, central as possible,
Mm-hmm.
so that I'm, I don't... Well, I guess I have to be within melee range. Yeah, so I'm gonna move so I'm as central to them as possible, and I'm going to cast Sword Burst.
Okay. So what does Sword Burst do?
Sword Burst is going to cause it's going to cause a circle of spectral blades to sweep all the way around me, in a 5-foot radius circle around me.
I'll say that'll catch all 3 swarms.
Okay. And they have to succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. Oh wait, no, 2d6, because I'm level 5.
And it's a dex save.
Yes.
So that is...
They have to beat a 15.
Okay, the first one rolled a 14, second one rolled a nat 1, third one rolled a 6. So
Yay,
they all take full damage.
Okay. 4.
Okay, so 4 points to each of them.
Mm-hmm. My brain really thought that was going to be more damage.
Off of 2d8, 4 is kind of low.
No, 2d6.
Oh, 2d6.
Yeah.
It's still a tiny bit low, but... Okay, but you've done damage to all 3 of the swarms. Do you want to use your bonus action for anything?
No.
Okay. So you're right up there with them. Greg, you're up.
So it's skeleton things, yeah?
Yes, there are 3 skeleton swarms.
I guess I can try to flame sword him?
Okay.
Gonna yell jazz.
I think for the first time canonically in the campaign, you yell jazz and activate your flame sword.
No, I've said jazz because when we
Have you?
did session 0, I yelled, "You just got jazzed" before I jumped off the boat.
Well, I was talking about specifically activating the sword.
Had an argument about it at some point, like as a group, with everyone going, "What the hell is jazz?" So I'm sure I've said it, but
It does take a bonus action to ignite it, so you won't be able to activate your rage this turn.
yeah.
But if you want to go ahead and make some attacks,
Yup.
what is their AC?
Jesus,
Oh,
going through all my
it's-
tabs to
it's-
find what's where. Yeah, so 19 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. Do I add anything to it when it's lit?
There's the 2d6 fire damage.
Okay, so add that to the normal hit.
No, that's just to damage.
Well, that's what I meant, yeah.
Oh, then yeah.
I'm bringing in a calculator, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I forgot how much I have going for Greg damage-wise.
It's quite a bit.
So that's gonna be 20 damage.
What did you roll?
Cause the D10 plus 5 whenever you're doing both hands, and then the 2d6 for the fire damage.
Yeah, so, okay, so what was the 1d10 plus 5?
Oh dear god. Yeah, so that was a 9 for the base plus 5.
Okay,
and
so
then I had a 2
they are
for
they are
the
resistant to slashing damage, which takes that 9 down to a 4
Okay.
on the first one. And then how much was the fire damage?
A 2 and a 4.
So another 6?
Yes.
6 points of fire damage, which they are not resistant to.
Yeah, which puts it at just 16 overall, because you said minus 4.
Gotcha. Oh, so did you roll a 9 on the d10 plus 5 is 14? And then 6 fire damage?
Pulling up my calculator history. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Because
Yeah, it was-
14 slashing damage would bring it down to 7 slashing damage instead of 4 slashing damage.
No, you said take away 4.
So, okay. I'm trying to figure out how you got to 20 with 6 fire damage. That would be 14 slashing damage. Right?
Yes. Yeah, it was a 9.
So it's the slashing
5.
damage halved. So the 9 plus 5 slashing, so 14 down to 7, and then the 6 on top of that. Okay. So that is
So 13.
your first hit. You do get a second attack.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm losing my mind.
It's okay.
It's been a while since combat.
It's been a while since we've played D&D.
Yes.
Are they immune to piercing?
You don't know. You haven't tried it.
Alright, war pick.
You could
Why
also just
did it-
attack with your fire sword a second time. You don't have to choose a different weapon.
I mean, yeah, but I want to find out.
Fair enough.
D&D Beyond said 13, because I accidentally clicked it on there.
A 13 hits. Oh, wait, you rolled damage, so rolled a hit.
I fucked that up. Does a 23 hit?
Yes, so that would be 13 piercing damage reduced to 6.
Okay.
And
Piercing
you would
and
also
slashing?
get the poison damage on top of it, but they are actually immune to poison.
I assumed they were, because they're not people.
Yeah. Okay. So that brings us to Tuvala's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and. So you said it was like 3 out of each coffin that was coming at us?
Yeah. They are now all at the entrance of the room. Because they had to run away from Stella. But there is 3 swarms of 3, basically.
Hmm. Okay. I'll go ahead and cast second level Flame Blade at one closest to me.
Okay, so Flame Blade, you summon the blade, then you have to roll to hit, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And that gonna be a 7.
Did you roll a nat 1?
Yeah.
That misses.
Like,
But I believe it stays in your hand.
yeah.
Yeah. Up to 10 minutes or until you lose concentration. Okay, so keep track of that. But that is going to be your turn. Which brings us back up to Stella's turn. Stella, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast Bless,
Okay.
and I'm also gonna engage the Emboldening Bond.
On everyone?
Yes.
Or how many people can you do?
I can do 3 for each of them, so it's just perfect for our party size.
Okay, so everyone gets Bless and Emboldening Bond, which means you get 2d4 added to, like, everything?
Yeah, basically.
Except for saving throws?
Nice.
2d4
Yeah,
out of
once-
everything.
Once per turn, you can add a d4 for attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws for the Emboldening Bond, and then for the
The other one is a
Bless.
d4 to all attacks, and...
as attack rolls or saving throws.
Oh, and saving throws. Okay. Okay, so
So
once per
basically-
turn you get 2d4. Every other thing is 1d4. Okay, cool. Is that everything that you're gonna do?
Yeah, I think that's all for now. I mean,
Okay.
I'm gonna move after the skeletons to keep them running.
Is... Oh, you can only do one of them because they're both actions.
Or are they both?
Yeah, they're both actions.
Oh
So
yeah.
which
well,
one
in
would
that
you
case,
rather do?
In that case, I do Emboldening Bond.
Okay, so you each get 1d4 until
My bad.
Stella's next turn,
Next
and you
round,
get a
I'll
little bit
cast
closer.
Bless. My bad.
Okay,
It's
so
been a
the
while since
first
I've done this.
skeletal swarm. Now, they are all done with your turn undead, because they all took damage.
Yeah, it's fine.
So the first skeleton swarm is going to attack... It'll attack Greg, why not?
I thought so.
It's okay, a 12? Does a 12 hit?
My armor class is 16.
Yeah, so that's a no. Do you get more than one attack? No. These things are kind of weak. Skeleton Swarm 2 is also going to attack Terra.
Mhm.
Ooh, does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
Great.
How conceited.
You take 14 points of slashing damage. And then the third one is going to attack Stella. Not Stella, I'm sorry, Tuvala.
Why?
A 24, because you're within melee.
I have a question.
Ooh.
24 to hit or 24 damage?
To hit.
Good.
Damage is 17. I rolled an 8 and a 7 on my
I have a
d8s.
question.
Yes?
Am I standing within 5 feet of either of the skeletons that attacked Stella and Zavala? Or Terra and Zavala, whoever it.
Yes.
Alright, can I use my sentinel reaction?
Oh, you have Sentinel? I forgot that you had Sentinel.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Against which one?
Who hurts the most?
Well, the one on the left of you that attacked Terra,
Yep.
has been hit the most. But
I
they're
guess
all
I'll
the
go
same
for
stats.
that one.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
God, they're all melee weapons. Sorry, I'm choking to death. It is.
Just punch it.
I'm really tempted to.
I actually don't know which would be better, your fist or your sword.
I did a 10, but everything's modified by 8, so 18.
An 18 to hit? That hits.
Yeah.
What are you using? Your unarmed strike does do just a flat 6,
Yeah.
but that means that you can't roll low.
Yeah.
Plus, it
I'm
does bludgeoning
tempted to
damage,
do-
which you don't know if they are resistant or vulnerable or immune or anything to.
I'm still
You've tried
tempted to
slashing
do the
and
flame
piercing.
sword anyways, because even though it halves the slashing, it still gets the fire, and there's still a good bit of slashing.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna do the sword that I already forgot
Okay.
what I'm rolling.
So roll 1d10 plus 5 and tell me that.
That's gonna be a 9. And however you want to half an odd number.
That would be 4. And then roll the
Okay.
2d6.
Yuppers. A 6 and a 3.
So another 9. Nice. Hey, it's looking kind of hurt. You kill one of the 3 skeletons in that swarm. So, Tara, that brings us to your turn.
Okay, before I actually like start my turn, can I also use a reaction?
To what?
It says, I can take this reaction when a creature I see within 60 feet of yourself succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check,
Oh,
check. or-
silvery barbs?
Yeah.
I will say you could have, because I don't remember what I rolled. Wait till the next time. So that happens as soon as I say, does this hit? You can silvery barbs. But when you wait that long, I don't remember what the rolls were, so there's no way I can fairly go back and do it.
Okay. It was the hit was against me, and it was you rolled a 23, and you said, "Does a 23 hit?" And I said, "Yes."
Okay, you want to silvery barbs that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let it happen this time since you recognize it, or since you remember it, but next time, like, do it when it happens.
Okay.
What about a 13? That misses.
That misses.
Okay, so go ahead and take that damage away.
Yay!
Does
And
that
also,
mess with the Greg thing?
I believe Sentinel is just when they make an attack. They don't actually have to hit it, right?
Oh no.
Makes an attack
Yeah.
on a target. So yeah, it doesn't affect that. So Tara, you can also pick one person to get advantage on their next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Me.
Okay, now it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna go blazing with my katana and
Okay, roll the hit with advantage.
if there's like a bunch around me, do I have to hit one, or can I just slice all around me and hit multiple?
So you can do damage to this swarm. You can't do damage to more than one swarm. So there's currently 2 of them standing in front of you, and you can hit both of them. Mechanically, it'll be the same thing because they're a part of a swarm.
Okay, well I'm gonna hit the swarm.
Yep.
Okay. 25 hits.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Roll your sneak attack.
Wait, how do I roll sneak attack?
scroll down under actions. There's sneak attack and favored foe.
Okay, 9 plus 16.
9 plus 16 is 25, but it is slashing damage, so it is reduced to 12.
Oh wait, I didn't know that.
Yep. They are resistant to slashing damage. But you kill another one of the skeletons, and now there's only one left in that first swarm. Okay, that brings us to Greg's turn, unless you want to use your bonus action for something.
I would like to bonus action to. Oh wait, never mind. That gives them a.
You could bonus action disengage and run away.
No, we'll just chill.
Okay.
Never mind. I sorry.
Greg, you're up.
Greg's gonna rage,
Okay.
which I can't remember what I was supposed to yell for rage, but I know I'm gonna croak about it.
Angie.
Yeah, he's gonna croak really, really loudly, and it's gonna be kind of awkward, but that's what he does. Sorry, I'm reading the top.
What's it
Just
like?
so you know,
like,
that would make your unarmed strikes do 8.
what's it like playing D&D with a bunch of people who can't do math?
Yeah,
Interesting.
we're going for the sword again.
And are you attacking the swarm that's almost dead, or the one that's in front of you?
One that's closest to me, honestly.
Okay, that would be the middle one.
Also, while I'm raging, I have Divine Fury.
Yes, which means they take an extra 1d6, either
Plus
necrotic
3.
or radiant damage. I believe you chose radiant.
See, I thought I chose Radiant, but it says Necrotic, so I was just gonna roll with that.
Okay, well then, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's 1d6 plus 3 of Necrotic. I am so sorry, I can't read.
Roll the hit first.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's...
Oh, you did choose necrotic. I just went and double checked.
18 plus 8, so does a 26 hit?
Yes, it does in fact hit.
Oh, Jesus Christ, now I've got to do math. Hold on.
The barbarian has to do the most math.
It's gonna be a 3 because I rolled a 1 plus 5 for the slashing.
Okay, so they
So
take
3 for
6 points of slashing. Reduced to 3.
And then,
And
a 2 and a 3, so a 5 and fire damage.
5 fire damage.
God damn it, I'm trying to read that roll.
Plus 5 necrotic damage. And actually, you forgot to add the plus 2 because you're raging to the slashing damage. So that would have been 8 reduced to 4.
Okay.
But that was your first attack. You get a second attack.
Question.
Huh.
When you're raging, the first creature you hit on each turn takes an extra damage equal to 1d6 plus half barbarian level. That's the plus 3. 3. Yeah.
Yes, that is
Okay.
the plus 3.
So I'm gonna hit him again, but without the necrotic.
Yes.
I'm so smart. Does a 27 hit?
Yeah, that hits. A little
Sick.
bit.
I was hoping so. Uh, 6 plus 5, so 11. 5 slashing?
Yeah, 11 would round down to 5, and then roll the fire damage.
Yup. A 2 and a 4.
6 points of fire damage. This one's starting to look pretty hurt too. You see one of the skeletons actually dies from the second swarm. And then, yeah, you used your bonus action to rage, so that brings us to Tavalla's turn.
And turn bear?
Can turn bear.
I think so?
Would like to bear?
Can't you owl bear?
No.
But your necklace.
Yeah, but DM is mean, so I can't owl bear.
Alright.
Owl bears are like CR9 or CR3.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the abuse I handle every day.
What do you mean? I'm letting you turn into an owl bear once you hit 9th level.
There's also no note by the thing, so I don't know when I can turn into what. I've just been using Death Dog.
Okay, if you go to extras, you see how there's a number before the name?
Yeah.
That's what level you have to be. So at level 1, you can turn into a death dog. At level 6, which you're higher than, you can turn into a mimic. At level 9, you can turn into an owl bear. At level 12, you can turn into a draconian dreadnought. 15
I don't think
turns
that can
into a
help right now,
brunette.
though.
What?
If I turn into a mimic, it's not like they're gonna forget I'm there. They're just gonna start chomping on the chest.
I mean, maybe you can also just like the stats of the mimic. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, if you want to, do you want to turn into a bear?
Yes.
Okay, a black bear, a brown bear, a cave bear, or a polar bear, because you can turn into any of
Brown
them.
bear.
Brown bear?
Yes, because they're meaner.
Okay. Do you know how to add that to your character sheet? So you can see the
No.
stats? Go to extras, manage extras, add an extra wild shape. And make sure that filter using wild shape rules is checked. And then just search bear. And then you can see the stats of them.
Wow.
You just click add, and then when you click on it on like the left side, you should be able to see it.
Okay. And then that takes my action just to turn into it, doesn't it?
I think because you're a moon druid, I think you can bonus action. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can bonus action wild shape as a moon druid.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Then for my action, I want to go and bite one of their freaking heads off.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Everything is terrible and I hate life. What is...
Did you roll a 4th nat 1?
No. I have a +6 to hit at least. It's a 8. Rolled a 2.
That misses.
I know. Ah.
Do-
Okay.
Do brown bears? Brown bears do get multi-attack, so you can also attack with your claws.
Oh
You
yeah.
get 1 bite and 1 claw attack. So go ahead and roll
Okay.
for that.
Bring that paw across. Come on, dragon dice. 18.
That hits. Roll damage.
Nice. Can't get a freaking break here. Wait, 2d6 plus 4. That's a 3. 7. 11.
11 points of damage, reduced to 5 because it's slashing.
Why?
But I believe that takes your turn, unless you want to move away.
No, I'm good where I am.
Okay, Stella, you're up. You are, I think, muted because I can't hear you.
I am upset.
Why?
I have made so many good jokes.
Oh,
I thought you were just ignoring me because I'm being stupid.
Nope.
You're just ignoring me.
Oh gosh. I guess bless.
Okay.
Also, did anyone actually use Emboldening Bond?
No,
Oh, I forgot.
you gotta remind me.
I think everyone except Tuvala hit though.
I think I did ask, but I've been muted, so
I'm pretty sure everyone hit with their attacks except Tuvala
yeah.
when she rolled an 8. Tuvala, if you want to use it, you can add a d4 to that 8, but I'm going to tell you right now, even if you roll a 4, it won't hit.
Even if I roll
Because their AC is higher than a 12.
on the D6,
No, it's a d4.
D4. Eh. I did not.
Okay. Stella, does that end your turn? I'm going to assume yes, because he's no longer at his camera. So first skeletal swarm is up. Does a 13 hit Terra?
A 13, yeah. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. I was thinking backwards. No, 13.
Does a 13 hit Greg?
There's no way.
13? A 13?
Correct.
No. I have a 16 AC.
Tuvala.
Why?
Does a 7 hit the bear?
No, a 7 doesn't hit the bear.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, an 8.
Bear armor thick as heck, right? One
I have
second.
no idea.
It's a big
Let me double
old
check. 'Cause
bear.
Hold on.
Bear-shaped armor.
Oh no, I got an 11. So we set.
Nice.
We Gucci.
Walking
like-
his non-existent DNG, is that like an upside down PNG? Okay, anyway,
I
Terra,
like how
it's your
you
turn.
went around asking everyone if it hit, and we
PNG.
all said no, which means a bunch of skeletons were like, "Ah!" and we all just stood there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Refocus.
Terra, what are you doing?
I'm going to play with the katana again.
Okay,
Do I get sneak attack this time?
yes, because Greg is still intimidating them
Yay.
by being close.
By being
16?
close and also
16
killing
hits.
multiple of them.
Get your sneak attack.
8 plus 11. 19. I can do that math.
8 plus 11 is 19, reduced to 9.
Reduced to 9.
Yeah,
You didn't have it last time.
yeah, I did. That's what resistant means.
Can I still be holding the flame blade?
As a bear?
I have a mouth.
Actually, technically, yes. Because you can't cast a spell while in wild shape, but you can concentrate on it. So technically speaking, yes, you can have a flame blade just in your mouth.
And does wild shape doesn't break concentration?
Correct. You can still
Yeah.
concentrate on it while you're wild shaped. Okay, so that was Terra's turn, unless you have a bonus action.
No,
No? Okay, Greg. Kill something,
Greg's
Greg.
Greg? Huh?
I said kill something, Greg.
Alright, Greg's
Yeah.
gonna do the flame sword.
Okay.
Oh god, that was the right tab. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
I think no, I rolled that right. I'm stupid. Not
Roll
rolled,
damage.
held it. Idiot.
Your damage, you freaking idiot.
Damage.
So an 8, which would be 4 slashing.
Did you include
And
the
then
+2 from your rage?
Nope.
Okay, so 5.
So 5 slashing.
You kill one of
Dear
the
God.
skeletons of the second swarm. Now the fire damage.
Another 8.
Another 8, which is not halved because it's magical fire. And then the necrotic damage.
God. Sorry, I'm pulling up what the necrotic damage was, because
It's 1d6.
1d6?
Yep.
Cool, because I kept forgetting that I can't rage, so I'm not used to it. That's gonna be a 2.
Another 2 points of necrotic damage. You kill a second one of the skeletons from the middle swarm. So there's
Or
one
my
skeleton
death
in the
count
first
is
swarm,
3.
one skeleton is in the second swarm, and then there's still 3 of them in the third swarm. But that is your first attack,
Yep,
right? Or was that both of them?
Nope, that was the first, which is
That was
gonna
the
be a
first
20 with the modifier.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep.
How does Greg do so much damage already?
I
What
built
would-
him so well.
I have a. What
Y'all
happens if
let
we
me-
stack the statue?
Y'all let me make one character by myself, and I came up with this monstrosity. So 6,
All I'm hearing is you should
Plus
let you do it more often.
8. Is that the? No, 6 plus 5. Sorry, stupid. So that's gonna be 5 slashing.
6 plus 5, 11, plus the 2. Did you add the 2? So 13 reduced to 6. Now roll the fire damage.
That's what I'm rolling right now. A 2 and a 3, so 5.
5 points of fire damage, and you don't get the necrotic on this one. Okay. It's on its last leg. You do still have a bonus action. Though I don't
God.
think you can do anything with it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, Tuvala, you're up.
Dumb question. When I wild shape into that creature, do I automatically turn into that creature with its full health?
Yes. It acts as temporary HP, but yes.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and multi-attack once
Okay.
more.
I will say
Then we'll-
the flame blade is not compatible with multi-attack, so you can choose either the flame blade or a multi-attack.
I know, I'm gonna get more damage if I use bite and claws.
Well, they are resistant to both of those. Is the reason I say that.
Oh! I'm so dumb. I thought you said they were resistant to fire for some reason, and I
They
was
are
like,
resistant
oh well,
to
that makes
piercing and
sense.
slashing,
Oh,
because bones are not the easiest things to slash through.
okay. Well, after her first try, chomping into these fellas, not wanting to do that again because I don't think they taste that good, all dusty and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and smack them with the flame blade in my mouth.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit. I believe it's a +6 still.
22.
That hits. Roll damage.
Rad. Yeah.
Stella, you're up next.
Oh, I rolled the wrong thing for damage. Sorry. 10.
10 points of damage.
Pick him out.
Nice. You burn the shin of one of these skeletons.
You started the SH and I was like, is it happening? Is it happening?
Stella, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, Word of Radiance?
I don't remember what the frick that is.
It is a cantrip, And each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed a Constitution saving throw.
Or take
take
1d6 radiant, or
it's within
2d6
5.
because you're above 5th level.
And the range is 5 feet, so I would try to get within close to as many group as.
I mean, you
Are
can
they-
step into 5 feet within all of them.
I can. In that
Mhm.
case, I will do that and Word of Radiance it.
Okay, so they are each going to roll.
Constitution save.
The first one, let me check what their con save is. It's a 14.
14. My save is a 15, so.
The one in the middle succeeds. The one on the right fails. Okay, so the one on the left and the one on the right both fail, but the one in the middle does succeed. Go ahead and roll damage
Right.
for that.
That'll
They
be
don't take half on a.
radiant damage.
Okay. The one on the left dies. The one in the middle takes nothing, and then the one on the right, you see one of the skeletons die to the radiant words. But that was your movement and your action.
That'll be all for me then.
Okay. First skeleton swarm is dead. Second skeleton swarm is going to attack Stella since you walked up. That is an 8. I'm rolling like
8 is a-
garbage. The third skeleton
missed.
swarm is going to attack Tuvala. Tuvala, does an 11 hit? Actually, think it does, right? 'Cause
My
you're gonna
AC
bear-
is 11.
Ha! I rolled like garbage though. You take 7 points of slashing damage as a bear.
So, okay, 7 minus 35.
Tara, you're up. The one in front of you just died.
Okay,
There's
so
no
how
two
many are
swarms left.
around me right now?
There are 2 swarms left. They are both to your right.
Like, how far is what I'm asking?
Like 5 feet, 10 feet.
Okay, then we'll do sword burst again and get them both.
That will also hit Stella.
Dang it, stop.
Sorry.
Because Stella just walked up and did something that has the same range as Sword Burst.
Sorry.
Okay, I thought they were further away. Okay, katana.
Okay. I mean, you could
27
just hit
hits.
Stella. Yeah, that definitely hits. You do get sneak attack.
I would not mind just being dead.
Okay, 7 plus 12.
The second swarm is dead. You killed
Woo!
the second swarm. Bonus action?
I have no bonus actions.
Greg, there's one swarm left.
Alright. You
got
know
this,
what
buddy.
that means? Flame sword. It's a 25 hit.
Yep.
I love asking when I know it does. Jesus.
Oh, he's getting into the rhythm.
10, 12, so 6
For once, the
slashing
music is fitting.
How much slashing damage did you say?
6. Because
you add
I
the plus
rolled
2?
a 5 plus 5 plus 2.
Oh, okay, so yeah, 6 is after halved.
And then
then-
7 fire damage.
Great. And then necrotic damage.
And then 7 necrotic.
Okay, you see the second skeleton in the swarm falls.
And
There's one
then-
left.
Yep. Hold on, I'm rolling for the second attack.
Come on.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes!
Yay! Okay, so 3 plus 5, 8. Is the plus 2 on the second attack too, or is
Yep.
that just the
So that would be 10 reduced to 5.
Okay. Yeah, so 5 slashing damage. I almost just rolled for 21 dice instead of 2. And then 3 fire damage.
Ooh. It's looking really hurt. Tavala, it's your turn.
Slap him.
Does the skeleton look hurt?
What?
He's shaking a little bit.
I said, how does the skeleton look hurt?
He looks like
He's
he has a
shaking
broken
and it's making
femur.
xylophone noises.
Broken femur.
Right.
Joke to be made here, but I'm not the one to make it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Multi-attack him.
I like how you say
Mess
that
him
like
up.
you don't have a skeleton that you can joke about.
Right. And wait, I'm an idiot.
But you're our idiot, so it's okay.
Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Nice. I forgot what a D8 looked like, because I'm a little stupid sometimes.
It's okay, we haven't played in like 3 weeks.
Gonna be 11. 12,
11.
my bad.
12 damage?
12 damage.
You
For the
bite the skeleton, and you see
Yes,
the
I-
magic holding it together fails, and you end up with just a bone in your mouth as the rest of the skeleton clashes to the floor.
Gnaw on the victory bone.
Fury bone.
It's very dusty.
that the last
Bear.png and Dr. Fat Bear would be
That was
proud.
the last of them.
Yeah, oh, I forgot. I should have said I did this in Dr. Fat Bear's honor.
Still say
I
it.
dedicate this bear slaughter to Dr. Fat Bear.
Killed a bunch of skeletons.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool. That equals XP, man.
Yeah, I don't think we run on XP.
It does not. You see the grumpy little look come from his face. Yeah.
So, what do you want to do from here?
Smack the statue.
Victory dinner.
Okay, you walk up and do you smack the statue?
Yeah.
Give me an
Which I-
attack roll.
Knock it over.
Are you doing this as a bear?
Yes, I'm doing it as a bear. Do I get anything else to attack? Let's see.
You would still
I mean,
have
I'm
both your emboldening bond and bless, so you can add 2d4 to it.
I didn't use any of them.
You'll never missed.
Yeah.
I mean, except for Tavala.
Right.
But when
Uh,
Tavala missed, it was spectacularly bad.
Gee,
yeah.
thank you. That was a
You're welcome.
14 hit. Jesus
A
Christ.
14, you go and you walk up as you're still gnawing on the bone. You walk up and you kind of get on your hind legs. You like go to smack the statue, and you see kind of like a similar like magic shielding that you saw on the lock earlier comes out, and except instead of like that blue like very what is the word?
Protecty.
The very stereotypical like blue magic. This time it's like a dark, like almost like shadowy black that kind of bats it away.
Mm. God of Death, right. If no one else wants to do anything, I want to check out the empty boxes now.
Okay. You go and you look. Are you gonna transition back to Tavala? Or are you just gonna
No.
chill as a bear?
I'm like this for 3 hours.
Okay. You go and you put your paws up on the first sarcophagus and you look down. You do not see a bottom of the sarcophagus. It's just like a pit.
It's just a pit.
Yeah, you don't see any bottom to it.
Now with the flame blade, I can see 10 feet in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's. Can I put the cover back on it?
You for two of them very easily. One of the covers did break. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
Dang it. Okay, I say we make like Tara's idea and GTFO this room.
Fair.
Yes, I agree.
Anyone else that looks in the sarcophagus, by the way, with your 60 and 120 foot dark vision, I believe. Tuvala has 120 foot in her normal form. But with 60 foot of dark vision, 120 foot, it goes to the edge of your dark vision range and then goes pure black. You can't see the bottom. But leaving the room, there is still the library that you could investigate. There is the armory, and then there's the other... there's the statue room that is currently locked by a padlock. Where do you want to go?
I mean, we have to go through the library anyway. I'll go ahead and investigate in there. Just see if I can get any names off of any of the old books.
What languages do you speak?
I can't find it anymore.
I see it. You see, most of them are written in Elvish, and though most of the books are unreadable at this point, just lost to time, but like any of the covers or the spines are written, most of them are written in Elvish, although there are some written in Common, some in a script that you don't recognize, as well as a few of them, though very few, in Sylvan. But I would say probably 70% of them are written in Elvish. Many of which they look to be written by whoever this Valtor is.
It was with a V.
A lot of them look like personal, almost findings. Like, you see like one section of them look like all spell books. There's like 50 of them that appear to just be full of what was once arcane knowledge but has been lost to time. You do find, I would say, roll an investigation check for me.
That's a 19.
A 19. You do find one book that makes note of Valtor's kind of expeditions, and makes reference to a horde almost. Not like a dragon's horde, but he makes note of like he's done well, and he has made this extra dimensional space for himself and his what's the word?
Cohorts.
No, like the loot that he's gathered.
Bored?
That's what I was thinking.
Kind of, but not. That's not the word I was
Is
going
belonging.
for.
I saw this thing though recently where there are these two dragon babies and they were having a thing and one of them had this like pile of gold and is like, and the other one's like, what's that? He's like, my hoard. And he's like, what's a hoard? So the guy explains what a hoard is. And he's like, oh, that's great. I'm gonna get my own hoard. And the next thing is him with a bunch of frogs. And he's like, this is my frog hoard. And it's
Amazing.
adorable.
Good on him.
You mean the Grung village that I came from?
Yes.
Frog.
No.
So yeah, that's the general gist of... You can look for specifics in the library, but kind of going through just on a random investigation check, I'll say that's what you find.
Do I find anything related to the god of death that was in the other room?
I'll say yeah, there's a few books about the god of death and pantheons in general. You don't find many books specific to Barris, the god of death, though there are a couple. And what is left of them is written in Elvish, and it seems that whoever Valtor was a follower of Barris, the god of death. But it wasn't like he was one of the insane, devout Barris followers that sacrifice people or anything like that. It seemed more like he had an immense respect for the god and was one of the good ones, I guess, from what you gather from this short reading of the book.
Haha, I turned into a bear in the Barris room. Okay. I think we should check out the armory. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go see what's in the armory.
I
Okay.
would assume armor.
I'm going to force you to canonize that Tavala did that.
Yes, it is canon.
You all
Stella,
NPCs,
Tara,
like,
and Greg are super socially inept, so
you stop smacking stuff and you guys just kind of go.
Greg, read anything in here. I'm just standing in the middle of a stupid library that we didn't know existed 20 minutes ago with a flaming
Hey.
sword.
I brought you all in a hot minivan with no AC on this field trip. We went to the Kids Science Museum. It was closed. We had to go to the discount zoo, which means the pet store, and it's not a lot of fun, but I'm making it fun.
We are the discount zoo.
So the armory, you do see several kind of holders where kind of display units of armor. I would say most of them are kind of old, rusty, damaged. You do find one salvageable set of half plate, if anyone wants to add it to their inventory, whether to sell or keep. Though it is relatively damaged, so it wouldn't cost the same as brand new half plate. You also find several spears, several swords, several shields, though most of them are pretty rusty. Interestingly enough, you see no personal effects of any kind. And along like some of the like bottoms of these armor statues, you see like runes engraved into like the stone, or not. Yeah, it would be stone. Stands for them. Though they don't seem to be doing anything currently.
We could sell these things, maybe.
Accurate. There's no names written on the inside of the cod pieces or anything.
God.
It doesn't seem to be, no.
Yo, did
Darn.
anyone in here name their dick? Important question.
Can't
Little
tell
do
if
you
talking
know.
about the D&D party or the people playing the game.
What?
What?
Because Tavala asked if there were names inside of the cod pieces.
It's like when they write the name on the inside of the underwear.
Yeah.
So yeah, if there's anything that you'll want to add to your inventory that you might find in an armory, just ask me. None of these seem to be outright magical, though Tuvala or Stella can give me an Arcana check if you want.
You can stuff. I think yours is higher anyway.
That's a 0, so.
Oh, never mind. Mine's a +4, so
Yeah.
I got a 6.
It looks like they once had enchantments on some of them, but they're faded.
That's depressing. Hear that, kids? Your magic will expire someday.
Well, not on the weapons. I'm talking about on like the armor stands.
God
As-
damn.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't mean I can't ruin some kid's dream by telling him magic has an expiration date.
You give Max a heartbreak.
Okay. There's no statues or anything in here.
No, other than the armor statues, which are basically just the like a stick with arm sticks on it that you put armor on to display.
If
But
there's
there's
any
no-
like saddlebags or anything, can I look for a key?
Looking around, there doesn't seem to be very much storage in this space. Everything is like racks or the
Go
armor
to bed,
stands.
you moron. It's 11:50.
I have a feeling it was Stella due to the fact that his face is about the color of his hair.
That's fair.
The sad part is he really tries when he's trying not to laugh. It's just not successful.
Yeah. It just never works out, you know.
He's just sitting there
It's fine.
the entire time.
It's like Vinny trying not to bark.
How much of that did you hear anyway? I couldn't find my phone to turn it off.
Something about level 14.
Oh, okay. Well, it's actually said go to bed, you moron.
Oh,
I know, I heard it.
Okay.
Tavala, give me a perception check.
I was about to ask to do that.
Zavala, you better be good at this or I'm gonna cry.
It's good. Give me a second.
Stella likes to be degraded by AI.
Stop.
26 anyway.
You said 26? Okay. You do notice that some of the armor and the weapons, the like rust and corrosion on them seems less random. It's like all of the weapons and rust and stuff in the room has like a little bit of randomness to it because that's how like stuff rusts and corrodes. But there's like just this like one corner of the room where anything that's close to the corner is just rusted. And what did you say that you rolled? A 26?
26.
Kind of going towards that side of the room, you see like almost like a mouse hole, but it's kind of like larger, kind of in the corner of the room.
Magic mouse.
Can I roll something to see if I'd recognize what kind of animal it is?
Sure, give me a nature check.
Coming right up. 14.
A 14? It's hard to say. I mean, rusting and you know, corroding is a natural process. So sometimes if there's a creature or a plant or something that introduces more oxygen or anything into the environment, sometimes that'll speed up the process. But it's kind of hard to say much more than that.
I want to take like a gauntlet, and chuck it at the hole.
Like into the hole or at the hole?
Like I kind of want to like have it smacked against the side near the hole, so it like falls in front of it.
Okay. I will say like, it would be about gauntlet sized, like the hole. Like you could
Okay.
reach your arm in, but
I will not.
just saying you could. Okay. You chuck a gauntlet at it, it smacks against the wall.
How
Nothing
far
comes of
down
it.
is that? Like, how far is this hole? Like,
It's just in the corner of the room. You haven't really been able to look into it very much.
if y'all want, I can go look through that.
Sure, why not?
Alright, I'll go to the other side of the hole then.
Okay. As you're walking up to the hole after Tavala threw the gauntlet at it, give me a perception check.
Perceptioning. At 25.
25. As you're kind of starting to approach the hole, you look on the other side of the gauntlet that's now sitting in front of the hole, and you see like two like almost brownish, a little bit red antenna coming out of the hole, and currently touching the gauntlet, and you see rust very rapidly spreading across the gauntlet before it starts to like get dragged into the hole.
Like instantly Toll the Dead on whatever that Joker is.
Toll the Dead. Wisdom.
Save.
Aw. I didn't roll very
Is there
well.
any chance we can end in 5 minutes?
Maybe. I rolled a 6. Roll damage. Stella?
12.
That was
12
dead.
points of damage. You hear a screech from some sort of... It almost sounds like a bug, before you hear skittering in the hole. Like it's running
Don't like
away
skittering
down the
in
hole.
The hardest part's knowing what it is.
Yeah.
The fact that it turns metal things to rust is very not good for our equipment.
Not for mine.
I don't think I have much metal stuff on me, but it's still worth pointing out. Because some of us do use metal equipment like weapons or...
Greg, keep your war pick away.
Yeah, Greg's trying.
Okay.
So Vala said we were going on a fun adventure and that the resale value on the house was going to be good because we got new floor space. And now all of our weapons are dead.
At least we are not yet.
Now we have anti-metal infestation.
Yo, we
It's a
could
big
sell
word.
these things at like a scrapyard to get rid of the metal stuff.
Big word for Elmo.
Anyway,
Tara's been teaching him words.
I'm gonna go take a close look
He
at this
doesn't
hole here.
Okay. Continuing with that perception check, you move the gauntlet out of the way and you take a look down. Do you have dark vision?
What sale?
You do have 60.
I do in fact have 60 feet of
Okay.
dark.
You see it's like a small, like, burrowed out stone tunnel that leads to what looks to be like a small opening. On the other side, there's no light or anything, but you see probably 3 of these small, carapace-covered insectoid-like creatures, each with 4 legs, and these 2 large antennae that are almost like a reddish brown in coloration.
How big was this hole again?
Like it would be big enough for you to like fit your arm into,
Right.
like a really
Can I
big
tell-
mouse hole.
Can I tell which one of these I hit previously?
Yeah, one of them looks damaged. It's like got a cracked bit on its carapace, and you see all 3 of them are currently like looking at you.
I'm gonna Toll the Dead it again. See if I can get it to
How
go on about
rude.
its business.
Wisdom save.
Tara.
It is a wisdom save, and this
Of
time it doesn't
what?
have all its HP. Do I?
Terra.
15.
It saved with a 16.
Alright. That's a shame. Oh well.
You see it kind of like reacts to your spell, but doesn't take any damage.
Did it go anywhere else?
No,
There's 3
it's
of
just
them
kind of
in
like backing up into the corner.
here. I don't feel like going in here with them. Directed at the rest of the party.
The rest of the party is talking
I
to
see,
each other in a
I
Discord
see what they're
chat.
doing.
It'd be like that.
They do.
Well, since I saw the antenna come out and drag the thing in, can I do like another nature check? See if I know what
Sure,
it
give me
is?
another nature check.
Yeah. It's a 12.
12. After seeing it, it's a rust monster.
Yes.
They are smaller than the normal rust monsters that live in the world.
I
But
noticed that.
They are smaller, but they are still rust monsters.
Because we haven't pissed them off and they're not running at us now, right?
They are not currently running at you, no.
Yeah, I think
What if we go home?
at the very least we don't have to make them angry and come after us.
Greg's gonna raise his hand.
Yes, Greg.
Greg would like lunch now. We had breakfast. I did morning fighting. Tara did morning garden. We did more fighting. Greg would like lunchtime.
I agree with that statement. I would also like some lunchtime.
Fair enough. We can back out of this room if we want, very quietly.
Okay. You go back into the library and then back into the entrance hall.
I will second on that if we do want to call it for tonight, we can.
Okay. We can leave the other half of the dungeon crawl for next week. We are
part of
playing
why
next
Greg
week, right? I'm pretty sure.
suggested lunch.
That is the
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah, it's the week after next that we probably won't be able to. AKA the 11th, and then we probably won't be able to on the 18th either. As we are traveling.
I vote we do.
Yeah.
We're gonna be at a robotics competition.
Oh, okay, not at the robotics competition, but the
No,
wait,
play
never mind.
D&D
I
at
forgot. Never mind. I
robotics.
forgot.
No, play D&D at robotics. They'll be excited.
They'll like it.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, I forgot that we were doing what we were doing on those specific days. I was just saying we were gonna be. Yeah, no, actually.
So yeah, the 11th we're
No
going to the
excuse.
convention with at least 2 of you, and then on the 18th we are going to be at a robotics competition.
Yep.
And I don't know about everyone else, I'm gonna need sleep because I'm working at the robotics competition. I haven't told you all this. Well, I've told Tara's character, obviously, or Tara's
too.
player. Have I? I get
Yeah,
to
just
I
media.
get to run the stream for the robotics
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah,
Nice.
Dakota.
I'm doing the Twitch streaming for it, so
Yeah.
that'll be both simultaneously exciting but also probably kind of boring, but we'll see. It's better than manual labor, that's for sure. But we
yeah.
will leave it off here and we will explore the rest of this weird non-Euclidean room here. And y'all can explore the other half next week.
Okey-dokey.
Woo.
Woo! Okay, bye, stream.
Thank you for joining.
Nice stream.
Okay.